Wow. Anyway, we're live. Doing an audio check, as usual. And it works. I can hear myself. That's awesome. So now I can also do this. Hold on. Yes. We are live. We are live. Let me do this meme. Damn, I forgot to turn off my bam. Bam. Oh, I'm not showing this. There we go. I'm sussed out because I undeafened on Discord and then I can't hear Ben anymore, but I assume they're not talking.
I haven't.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I sent you a stream to get invite also.
Oh, don't see that yet. Good. Oh, well, okay, let me just open up my Twitch
I'll just
dashboard.
send
It
you
should be
another
there.
invite. We're trying.
Yeah,
Cool boy.
it's all good. It's all good. I can actually let that be there. Stream together. I mean, I should probably see it here, maybe.
Maybe I could just give you a link. Like, here, try this.
Can you give me the shady link? Yes, let's go. Join session. Oh, what is this here? Okay. Okay. I'll look that. I'm gonna put into the call, but I have my mic muted there, so there's not gonna be duplicate audio. Would
It's okay.
share chat.
We're
Hold on. You have
figuring
to
it out.
click the share chat thing, I'm pretty sure.
Is it a button?
Yes.
Uh, okay. Shared chat. Start chat. Our chat is being shared.
Yes. It's good. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Excellent.
Everything works.
Nice. Hi, Nara.
Hello.
What's
How are you
up?
doing?
Doing okay. I got Funkido and Trench Broom hooked up today. Trying that from
Uh,
like level. Trench Broom is like a Quake level editor,
mhm.
and Funkido is a plugin that reads Quake levels basically.
Yeah. Do you wanna do a meme where you share your screen on Discord so I can like pop it out and have it on my stream?
Man,
Yeah. And when I was live with Rom, she used the virtual cam thing, so I could also see her like PNG tuber and everything. Oh, you have a wide
yeah, I
screen.
don't know if I can do that.
That's there. And this also works for me. Oh, good.
What? What?
Oh, like this screen share also like is is a working solution. Virtual cam would just be extra. So just I would see what your stream sees. But yeah. But this works.
I don't know how I would do that.
Wait, what are
I'm
you
sure
thinking?
there's a way. I don't know how I would do that,
Oh,
but I'm sure
well,
there's a pipe wire way to do that.
Well, I mean, in my OBS, I just have a button for start virtual camera, and then that's what you can use
Don't
probably.
button
But
for that.
also the virtual cam stuff doesn't work for me for some reason.
Ain't that just the way?
Yep, it's so great. I can check my notes. I started these project notes trying to organize everything, and then everything got disorganized, and then I gave up and just made an unorganized notes file so I can just write and not mess everything up that's supposed to be organized.
I have like an e-ink notebook, and I just write everything in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's
I
just like by
mm,
date, and I don't try being any fancier about it. It's the
yeah,
only way I
yeah.
stick with it.
Yep. I mean,
And
my main
I don't
notes.
like using,
Okay.
you know, second. You know, you and I are both self-host nuts.
Yeah.
So I self-host this Trello clone that I use.
Nice.
And there's an app too that hooks up to my instance.
Nice.
This is the
Yeah.
same machine that runs my blog and everything.
That's based. I just have local files on sync thing. Keeps them in sync for different devices.
Yeah, SyncThing is good too. The issue with
Yeah.
SyncThing is it like I have an iPhone, and SyncThing on iPhone is like a huge pain in the ass.
Oof. Okay, okay.
Um,
I haven't heard about
yeah,
that before. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind.
yeah, it's because Apple is like really strict about what the different kinds of like connections that are allowed on the iPhone at any time. So
Mm-hmm.
like you have to open the sync app, and then it'll sync while the app is open.
Oof.
And SyncThing doesn't handle file conflicts really well.
Yeah, yeah, it just creates like a sync conflict file, like a duplicate.
Yeah, which is a pain when you're trying it when you have like yeah, it's just it ended up
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's fair. That is fair. Hold on, I'm just looking at your stream.
I have this thing. I'll see if I can pull it up.
Apparently not. Can you show Trench Broom again? I assume that's what it was that you had open on your screen.
Yeah. Thing. Why?
Oof. Uh,
What is happening? Am I still? Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't know what's up with this thing. Yeah, I can hear you. It's fine.
Okay, okay.
This is
Oof.
Trench Broom here on the right.
Yes. Great.
Yeah. Sorry. Dude.
You're good. You are good.
Um,
Alright.
yeah, so I mean it's like a CSG kind of level editor. So
Mm-hmm.
I can go in here and like change the pixel or like the words I'm looking for, like the grid amount.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of draw on it,
Yes.
you know.
I've
You
seen
could do like
Rum use Trench Broom, but I haven't gotten to experiment with it myself yet.
yeah, it's pretty good. The setup is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the way that it works is weird, and it has like controls that are so different from Godot that it's kind of annoying swapping between the two.
Fair, fair.
But yeah, so like it has this Godot config file, this config resource that you're supposed to fill out, and then you hit this export button, and it creates a JSON file, which
Mm-hmm.
it internally loads to know what paths on your particular system match up to what. So it creates this in like your in like a like the user colon slash slash directory. So it's
Yeah, yeah.
dot local share Godot on this one. So it does that, and then it has a few other resources like I have them organized here like this. This generates a configuration for Trench Broom.
Mm-hmm.
And it like because Funkadoo supports another Quake level editor, and so this is like generates the whole project template kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what this does. It configures Trench Broom for this
Yeah,
specific
yeah.
game, and then there's like these are settings on how the map builds itself from the Quake file, and this is like entities. So
Mm-hmm.
you can have like these camera squares here. These are scenes when they get built out. They're these
Yep.
camera scenes. I have this you know, you do stuff like that. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. What's the clip brush about? Or hold on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
basically anything that has you specify this clip texture
Mm-hmm.
in the map settings, this clip texture, and any surface that has this clip texture does not get turned into a
Yeah,
mesh.
okay. That's fair.
So you know, I don't want the roof to be
Yeah, filled
visible
in.
from up top when I'm working on it.
Yep. That makes sense.
Once I'm inside it, I don't care. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Cool.
And it uses just this special texture. This texture came with Funkadoo, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it does some other cool stuff. Like it can it so it looks in this like textures folder for textures to populate in Trench Broom. And then when it goes from this file back into a Godot level,
Mm-hmm.
it will grab the textures and generate a material to apply to the faces that have that texture applied. And then you can edit this material, and as long as it has the same name, Funkadoo will just use this material.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Yeah.
have like, you know, I could paint just like faces. I can paint from Trench Bruno. It's neat actually
Yeah. It
because I
sounds
was
like
using
it is
Blender
neat.
to do levels like like this level here. Um, this level. This level here is made with like 3D tiles. I made some 3D tiles to
Mm-hmm.
like build this level with. And that was fun. You know, it came out looking pretty good, but making these tiles is kind of a pain, and it didn't feel great. So I'm trying out Trench Broom to see if it feels better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So far, I'm just impressed with how thorough Funkadoo is.
Hmm. What has made you think that it's thorough? Like, where's that impression come from?
I mean it it has this like clip and skip texture to like convince. It just seems thought through really well. What
Mm-hmm.
with the materials being mapped to textures, because you know Quake doesn't support textures per surface like Godot does. Quake's old, you know.
Yeah.
So these Quake level editors don't support like, or at least as far as I can tell, don't support. I mean, obviously this thing doesn't support like Godot materials, you know, being
Yep.
rendered a part of it. So it's nice how they figured out a way to map that around. Um, and like it generates the material with the correct UV mapping and everything because it like fills it in based on these like string matching parameters. It's just very well thought through.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's neat. Oh, I got that thing working. I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, a neat thing too. I'm just gonna rant about this.
Yeah, all good. I'm just trying to get a good time on my map and then start actually working after that.
So you see this sketch?
I'm gonna make it bigger in a moment on my screen.
No,
Like,
this is just what it is here.
okay. Yep.
So in trench room,
Wait, can you bring up the sketch again?
yeah, I will. I just made a mess. Whoop.
The joys of
Uh,
Hyperland.
the joys of Hyperland. Okay. So, I drew this sketch. I understand what this is, but
Mm-hmm.
others may not. But this is the sketch of my level.
Yep.
And a neat thing you can do, it has this nice workflow. If you hit space, it'll this is the top down kind of
Yep.
wireframe view of everything. And I could go in and draw some geometry here. And then when we go back, it doesn't do what I wanted it to do because now I'm trying to show it off. Oh, never mind.
Oh. Was it
But
supposed to
it
be the
was
same
a nice
height as the
workflow.
other block, or?
It was supposed to be the same height. It happened when I was making the walls.
Hmm. What if you have the
This
wall selected and then you start making another one?
You can't make another one while something else is selected.
Mm-hmm. What if you make it now that
Nothing
you
has to be.
last has selected that?
I
See.
mean, it's not gonna.
No.
Unless now it does. I guess now it does.
Yeah. I think it uses the height of the last thing you selected.
That was the last thing I selected before.
Um,
What else?
skill issue? I don't know.
Maybe it was this one. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's neat that it does
Hmm.
that.
Can you select the yeah. I was just about to say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know what I selected that made it
I think you might have
that
selected the
short.
floor before or something.
Maybe. Anyway, it does that, and that's neat. So it
Yeah,
was
that's
easy
cool.
to go from this top-down sketch into the level.
Yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. Ay. I'm also partly thinking like, are there any ideas I can steal from that to my thing? But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Uh,
Well, I got a good time on my level. That's cool. I gotta after the stream like play through all the levels that I have and put it into like one showcase video, and then I can put that on my website and also have it loop on the stream. Uh,
that's cool.
yeah.
I have to
Also,
figure out how I'm going to show off this game.
yeah, but I mean, I think this
Have you
would
seen the
gameplay clips do
character designs
justice.
yet?
Well, I haven't actually.
Maybe. I just don't think the game looks very good. So the gameplay clips I don't think will look good.
Mm-hmm.
I just there's no artwork.
Yeah.
um yeah, where are my
And it is kind of more of a elaborate game in the sense that I can just record a video of myself playing this game and like you instantly know what's going on, right? It's just jumping around. But it's not your game isn't like instantly readable, you know? I think.
All right, here's like some of the character designs
Oh.
that my friend working on, and I'm just like kind of. He didn't give me a profile, so I'm just like trying to play around modeling these.
Yeah. I guess these are the
This is
protagonists
the
or
this is the main character here
mm-hmm.
in the middle, and then these are like your little hacker squad.
Nice.
There's like a few more characters that this is an older mock-up, but it's just what I've been working off of.
Mm-hmm.
So once I have some of these characters in, I think it'll be easier to show off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just
that's
thinking
what I think.
about how you could like show the game and how the gameplay clips would work. But I think if you have some sort of like clip of the gameplay playing like in a corner, like it's better than nothing, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
definitely think so.
if it just looks confusing. Because like what you see when you look at gameplay is just like
Oh, I think your audio broke. Yeah, I cannot. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. I was just really fucking confused. Hold on,
it's a
I
good
just
sound
wanna.
effect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like I thought that was your microphone audio.
No.
That's all. Ay, that's crazy.
Okay.
Ay, ay. Oh, let me bring up this.
Brush, dish, brush, move. I have no idea what it's saying. It lost me.
What lost you?
Uh, the instructions for origin textures.
Oh.
Um, in Trench Broom. I don't know how the like data format works yet. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I recently refactored my block contact code, and it's when I it still reminds me of like the the Yandere dev memes of like if else code. This is like exactly that. It's so but it's
I
like
mean, it's hard to write like
mhm.
consistently nice code for games because games are just like the worst case scenario for nice programming concepts.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a giant mutable ball of state.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's because before it looked nicer, but I was like but it didn't work like it was supposed to, and it was like a bit overly complicated. And then I was like, oh okay, I can actually like trim this down a bit, and make it simpler. And now like the true form of the logic has been revealed, and yeah, that's the ugly part.
for now,
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's pretty much like finalized, like at least this part. It's basically
famous last words.
yeah. I mean, I would be surprised to see this change. Because basically at the end of every game tick, I just gather information about which types of blocks the player is in contact with, and I have a simple like contact info struct, and I just fill out there like, oh okay, so are we in contact with like for example a slime block on like the x-axis, on the y-axis and the z-axis, and then based on those I can modify the player velocity. And the same is done for like all blocks that have like special interactions.
I don't know what your game is.
You don't know what my game is?
No, the last game I saw you make was that gradient platformer.
Oh, seamless. Damn. Oh, okay. Well, this game. Can you see my screen, actually?
No,
Oh. Well, I
let me
mean,
see it.
you... Hold on. I won't be able
Or you
to
can
screen
share your
share.
screen.
No. I can do that. It's,
Oh, okay. I
my...
will reshare my screen and then I'll just look at your stream.
Yeah. It's, like... Well, I could technically screen share, but then my frame rate in the game goes... It just tanks for some reason. And I'm like, no.
I understand.
Yeah. Let me see if the your stream is taking a while to load, but there we go. Now it's here. Yeah. But this is make that a bit smaller. Boop. This is my Voxel parkour game. So basically I just make levels out of blocks and then I have some blocks with special interactions. And it's just basically just Minecraft parkour but not in Minecraft. And that's the whole game.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, anyway, I failed.
It reminds me of
I
White
don't have
Noise.
speed for this.
What was that game that came out just recently?
A recently?
Neon White.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not a recent game. It's a pretty... Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by recent.
It's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Anything in the
Fair.
last 5 years is pretty recent.
Okay. Fair enough. I instantly started thinking if Undertale is still recent, but no, Undertale is old news.
Undertale's like 10 years old.
yeah.
Deltarune came out like a couple days ago.
I still haven't played it, and I'm like avoiding spoilers very
I
much.
just started. Yeah, I just started playing it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to hear about
all the chapters are done. It's alright. I'm like in the beginning of the first chapter.
Oh, okay. Then you can, yeah.
Like I just like maybe 2 days ago I started playing.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, I know about chapters 1 and 2, but like anything beyond, I have no knowledge of, basically.
I like the prince. He's my favorite.
The prince. Hold on.
The green one, the fuzzy guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yes. Yeah, they are a great character. I agree. Where's my console? This here. There you go. Other maps as well. Damn. It's been a while since I've been in this map and it looks so dark. So I'm used to the other map with like brighter colors. Holy. What you thinking?
So I'm streaming your Twitch stream on my stream. And I'm just thinking about how wildly inefficient all of this is.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering what the silence was about, but that makes sense. Also, why didn't I not mouse on that?
Like, my audio is being sent to you and to Twitch, and then from you to Twitch, and then from you to Twitch back to me. I
Yeah.
have the audio muted on the stream, but it's still sending me those packets.
Yeah. uh, Indeed.
I don't
Technology.
know. I think that's really funny.
I'm glad you have the comedy lens for that. Well, I don't know. Dude, I've been thinking about the
Oh yeah.
inefficiency stuff recently as well, and it's like,
Don't. Don't.
but like
Don't.
all communication, like HTTP is just fucking strings. Like, come on. We could just be doing
No.
like
It's important
bytes.
that it's strings. No. There's a good human reason that it's strings. It's self-explanatory
You
in a
mean that
way
it's human
that,
readable?
say, WebSockets are not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that it's human readable, it's human readable and self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Like, like you don't need to read the HTTP spec to understand an HTTP message. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But like, let's say WebSockets is like a data frame protocol. So there's like, I forget, it's probably like 32 bits by some amount of rows, and every chunk of bits means something specific. There's no way. I mean, to reverse engineer that would take significant effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's a human reason for it. Same with like HTML being what it is. It was important for adoption. HTTP3 isn't text anymore, I don't think.
Mm.
Maybe
Fair,
it is.
fair.
They do smarter things. HTTP2 and up, they don't send the header. They don't need to send the header every time anymore. But all of that pales in comparison to crypto, which pales in comparison to AI.
Yeah, fair.
And that hurts me so much.
I don't even think about AI. You know.
I'm so hurt about it. This is good.
And for crypto,
Yeah,
the
dude.
the only cryptocurrency I have respect for is Monero. Everything else is
Yeah,
just
it's the
gambling.
only one that ever did anything like that it was
Yeah,
supposed to do.
yeah, it's the one. It's the currency one.
It's the one that's like actually trying to be a stable currency that's untraceable. All the
Yeah,
other ones are not that anymore.
yeah, they're just gambling
Yeah. So,
with extra steps.
old man shakes fist at cloud.
Yes, dude, it's I don't know what to say, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like the amount of energy crypto burns to verify a ledger. And I'm sitting here like we humans have been verifying ledgers for like thousands of years more efficiently. Literally thousands of years.
Hold on, what are you thinking when you're saying like 1,000 years ago verifying a ledger? Like what does your brain go to? What does it look like?
You had to like double check with the people who put money in and took money out to make sure that it was like correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know,
fair.
that's what it is. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
like crypto does that. Just like, I mean, wasting energy is literally part of how it works.
Yep.
Like it's fucking that's how it works. I don't know.
Proof of work, proof of wasting energy.
It is cool that it works,
Yeah.
more or less. I mean, it works. What it tries to do, it does. Like that whole algorithm. All right, I should work. been avoiding working on dialogue because I don't want to do it.
Oh.
Alas.
Making dialogue or making a dialogue system?
Just getting the dialogue scene set up. I'm using Dialogue Manager because
Mm-hmm.
it's what I would want to make anyway.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm
Because
glad you can
I
have
was
that
reading
sentiment.
through. Yeah, I've just started reading code more.
Mm-hmm.
I just go into the projects and I read them, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is how I would do this. Or I'm like, this is stupid. And then I'm like, oh, I understand why they did it like this. And then
Mm-hmm.
every once
Mm-hmm.
in a while, I'm like, this is dumb because it's stupid. Uh, I had a moment like that with Bevy,
Oh.
um, where like Bevy, like really deep internally, contorts itself a little bit to maintain that like everything is an ECS setup.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it has to contort itself a little bit too to get around Rust's memory safety things.
Yep.
So like it has this world, this like render world object in the renderer,
Mm-hmm.
and to move it between two threads, it maintains like a a like chunk of memory on both threads, or a chunk of memory that's like owned by each thread. That's the same size, and then we'll like lock and then swap those two like memory blocks, and then unlock. Um, during the rendering system. And I thought like it wasn't a performance issue or anything. I just thought it was like kind of gross that they had to do that for like ideological reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, is it only
a little bit
ideological,
more
or is there like
through.
actually like a tech reason for it?
Um, I mean, yes. Like the idea is they want to use Rust and they want to be like ECS is everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to accomplish both of those things and remain performant, they have to just like do this weird memory swapping thing. Um,
Mm-hmm. But what I'm thinking is that with Rust, I mean, you could just do unsafe, and then I think you could have shared a shared memory block like that, and you
yeah, but you
wouldn't
don't
have to
want to
do
share memory
swapping.
between threads.
Well, yeah, but you could. But like that's what I'm thinking is
Yeah, but
like there probably is some other
I
reason than
mean,
an
even
ideological
with
one.
unsafe,
Mm-hmm.
even well, because like if you mark part of your package, if you mark part of your package unsafe, you have to wrap it with a safe wrapper. Otherwise, you make everything unsafe.
Yep.
You know, um, this part, I don't think they could have done that easily. But the whole reason that whole like rendering system exists like that is because they wanted to have everything be an ECS all the way down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's not a performance issue or anything. It's just kind of weird, and I wouldn't have made it like that.
Yep.
Um, I also wouldn't have used Rust.
The Rust hater.
I don't like it. It's like it's not bad or anything. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. Not for
It does
everyone.
that thing where whenever I write any code in it, I feel really clever.
Oh.
And in my 2 decades writing code, I've learned that if I feel clever, something is terribly wrong.
I I haven't written code for as long as you have, but I know that feeling.
Right? I
I
mean, you learn it pretty quickly. It's like a common sentiment, I think. And that's how I feel like with Rust. I feel like people like it because once you get it, you feel really smart, and it like solves it helps solve some problems. Although I think that if you stuck to modern C++ and use smart pointers, you would achieve effectively the same level of safety
hmm.
in like most cases. Chat will be upset with.
Uh, yeah, hello Rom. I didn't have chat visible on my screen because I didn't have OBS visible. I completely forgot that. which exists as a concept. Yeah.
Oh, I just have like my drawing tablet. I keep OBS and my Twitch dashboard on the drawing tablet.
Mm-hmm. True. Professional streamer. So true. So true. Yeah. Hello, Rum.
So true.
Hope you're doing good. Uh yeah. Uh. But yeah, if you use C or C++ correctly, then it will be safe. But the whole kind of like the difference between that and Rust, I think, is that Rust is safe by default. And
Um,
I appreciate that.
well, you know, if you use modern C++, it's also safe.
Is it?
You know, if you just use smart pointers, it's in the common cases. Yeah. Like what most people do in Rust for safety, like truthfully, is you just make uh like uh arcs and boxes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is just reference counted pointers.
Yeah, I avoid
You
that
know,
because it's
it's
cringe.
just exactly what smart pointers are.
Yeah.
And I think that Rust like has a lot of noise as a language. It's not a pleasant language to read or write. There's just a lot of noise. Versus something like Zig is still a little noisy, but it's much less noisy and provides almost the same memory safety. Not in all cases.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Isn't
Ron,
it
what are you
safe?
asking about? Why isn't
Safe
what
is in
safe?
like memory safety.
Oh, yeah. Probably asking why C++ isn't safe, but I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
Um
don't know. But
it's just cuz but like, Rust isn't bad if you like it, roll with it. It's not like the danger to society or anything.
C and C++ are. So, but
I think C might be a danger to society.
okay,
C++
okay.
is fine. It has the features.
Hmm.
Sometimes you need it. Like I tried writing a ring buffer in Rust, and it was just like it was unreasonably difficult. Um, and then I tried writing it in Zig, and it took like 30 minutes.
Hmm. Yeah. This
Um,
isn't war. This is a discussion. Don't worry about it. So
this is discussion. I think
yes.
it's for different things. I think if I were to write like a high performance ring buffer, I'd write it in C and have it like be potentially unsafe to get that high performance, and then bring it to
Hmm.
Rust.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Mm.
like Zig. I don't know. I haven't written a ton of Zig. So I don't know too much how
I
to feel
haven't
about that
touched
language.
Zig at all yet, but I was thinking because right now I'm kind of not using a lot of advanced kind of features in Rust, I guess, because like boxes and art, like I had one situation where I was like thinking of using a box or something, but then I realized that I was just overcomplicating a thing, and I should just use an enum instead. And it's like if you use enums and structs, like you can do a lot already, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's like arcs and boxes, I avoid them. They just don't seem like the right way to write code to me. But like sometimes they might be needed, but for making a game like this, it's definitely not needed.
Yeah, I'm just saying like when most people talk about memory safety, like they're just using reference counted pointers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair,
Also, I've been
fair.
trying really hard to like not have a ton of dependencies, and it's very
Yes.
difficult to not have a ton of dependencies in Rust.
Oh. Hmm.
Everything pulls in Tokyo, which is huge, and
Yeah,
so
yeah, I know, dude. I recently tried to work on like a cat project with someone. It kind of fell apart because I didn't stick to it, sadly. But it's like if you want to make a graphical application in Rust, I mean, I'm going the way of just using WGPU and talking to the GPU myself. But if you want to do like a web dev kind of thing, where you use Tori, for example, then it like you just pull in so much shit, so many packages. It's
Yeah, Tari
unreal.
pulls in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's just.
Um, I
Oh
liked
yeah.
Realm.
Oh wait, what was that?
Tari Realm. It's like a GDK wrapper.
Mm-hmm. I want to move my like browser windows to my other screen, so I'm gonna hide the screen for a moment. I just realized I still have the on my main screen. There we go. I can hide them. Beam, bomb, boom, and then re-show the screen. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll also start working. That sounds like a good idea. What? What do you on the browsers? No, no. Secrets, secrets,
What?
secrets. I just moved my browser windows from my main screen to my second screen, and Rum is trying to ask what I had. Alright, I'll DM you later,
Oh,
Rum. Don't worry about it.
oh, this has been modified on disk. Reload.
You'll
Oh,
just
this
have
is
to
gonna
remember
be
to ask
awkward.
me after
I
stream.
did the
Oh?
I did the thing that I told Rue never to do. I changed branches while Godot was open.
Oh. I mean, it's fine for me, but I mean, if stuff goes wrong when you do that, then you have to like restart Godot, right? That's my experience.
Yeah, well, I just had a scene open that didn't exist anymore, and
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was
And
using
then
add-ons that didn't exist anymore.
oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. You definitely want to close Godot in that
there's
case.
there's a lot of things happening.
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
Scenes disappearing. It's like, yeah, if you close the editor, then you want to click don't save. But then add-ons not existing. I don't know about that one. That's a bit worse. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Well, actually, Ram, now that you're here and you're more of an artsy person, can you give me good colors to use for the hotbar instead of black and white? That would be great.
I used to really like this site for that. I still use the site when I make colors.
Hold on, let me see. Wait, did you post it somewhere? Oh, there we go. I'm just blind. Put it there. Oh, I could just like pick two colors that you think that look nice, and then that'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I just keep hitting space until I find a color I like, and then I hit lock, and then I keep hitting space until I find more colors that I like.
Let's go gambling.
I mean,
uh,
it's kind of what you got to do for colors. You know, it's not
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
science to it.
It's true. It's true.
I feel like I should be hurt that Rue went to your stream instead of mine, even though I was the one that told her we were streaming.
Well, I mean,
No, I'm just joking. I don't care.
yeah, but I'm like, dude, I just like going along with those kinds of bits, but I couldn't think of anything fast enough for it to be funny, unfortunately.
You just got to go like, how dare you? The impunity.
Why are you mad at me? Damn.
Wait, hold on. If you're mad at him, why'd you go to his stream instead of mine? That's funny.
uh, unlucky. Unlucky.
I wrote a Falling Sands game in Odin. That was a lot of
Oh,
fun. Um, I like Odin. I
yeah.
don't like that there's like 6 people who use Odin in the whole world, but I like the language.
I have Odin installed, but I don't use it.
Is streamer mode not on? I
Oh, I
thought
don't
streamer
know.
mode.
It's
Oh, I
not
don't know when
on.
it turned off. I don't stream. This is like not a normal thing I do.
Yeah, but it's great.
I sh-
Do you have your Twitch linked to your Discord as well?
no.
Oh, okay. If you like, if
Uh,
you want to have the thing where Discord shows that you're streaming, then you need to have your Twitch linked, and then because that's what it uses to like grab the stream link and whatever.
oh, is that a thing? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't use like many features of social media besides the talking to people.
That's fair. That's fair. It's
Um. Oh, I used to have a lot of things linked to um Discord, but I ended up hiding them because I was like, "Don't talk to me." People fucking adding me as Steam friends. I'm like, no, don't do that. It's not okay.
uh hmm.
Okay, there. I did the thing.
Let's see if it works. If someone adds me on Steam, I mean, if I get a random
I can have
Steam
me
friend
in
request
my
and
stream.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
like
fine.
add them back and I'm like, hello, you added
Okay,
me, and
there.
then 99% of the time it's a scammer.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's also fun to interact with scammers. Honestly, it's it's good stuff. But you also have to be careful always when you do it.
Dude, it would be if I get scam calls 6 a day.
Oof.
Every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single day. It's because I live in Florida.
Unlucky.
People here people here are old, so they'll just like randomly run numbers in our area code, hoping to get like an old senile person.
Oof. Luckily, I didn't have that issue. Aye, aye, aye. It's like I get them rarely enough that it's fun. But I can see it getting old pretty fast as well. Alright.
So, I've been reading this book
Mm-hmm.
called An Architectural Approach to Level Design.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention it to Rue when we were on stream.
Oh.
And she does architecture. How did I not make that connection?
I mean, sometimes the brain works slow, you know? And we forgive that.
Sometimes it dude, don't without me. What am I not do? I'm reading the book without you. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
already
in
like
general, just don't
100
without
pages
Ron.
in.
You're just not allowed.
Just don't.
Period. Not this thing specifically. uh,
That was a different book about architecture. I actually have 2 books about architecture. That one was 101 things I learned in architecture school. I uh
uh,
I have a lot of books. I found out I went to storage. Like my has a storage unit that they kept old stuff with that they didn't want to throw out when they moved.
mhm.
And I have like 3 boxes in there and they're all books. One box is entirely programming books from when I was in like my first couple years of college and high school. And then the other box is just like 60 issues of Shonen Jump.
Amazing. Uh,
Why do you have more books about architecture than I? I don't think that's true. Do you have more than 2 textbooks?
oh, do we count textbooks as books? I guess. Hmm.
If we don't count textbooks as books, I don't have any books.
Oh. I mean, textbook as in a school book, you
Okay.
know?
Uh, um, I never read a textbook that I had to read for school.
Oh.
I used a different textbook for my fundamentals of computer systems class than the teacher was supposed than we were supposed to use because I thought it was like an easier read. It was just missing a chapter on transistor circuit. Oh, green test. Effect layer.
From Switch chats. Or they're present in both chats. Can't know. Unpredictable creature.
Nice. An unpredictable creature.
Uh, I can say the way that I write Rust is I don't feel smart most of the time.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very basic if else stuff. uh,
As all programming should be.
yeah, and there are a few instances where I've felt mildly like, well, it's not. I don't know if it's even like feeling smart, but more like I had my class for a vector 3, and I made it so it just I can put in any like basically any type into the vector 3, and that's just like, no, it just works. I think that's fine. They don't know anything about programming, and they've seen the Yandere dev memes. That's basically it.
Who said if else is bad?
People who don't know anything about programming and saw the Yandere dev memes.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
It's
Um,
yep. It do be like that. Dude, I remember this one time I was just like talking on Discord and like I expressed this like thing. It was like a not a programming Discord, it was like a streamer's Discord. I was like, damn, I'm still like upset that people think this thing. And then someone replied with like, no, if you haven't like if else tree that runs every frame, then it is bad. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just not. Well, yeah. And there's also I have to bring this up now. Uh yes. This video is it it's not like the reason, but this is like one reason where it's like people make these kinds of videos where it's like, oh, like switch statements are so much faster than if statements, right? It's like, whoa, they're like optimized so much better, right? But no, they're not. Like if you use a compiler with optimizations, then the if statements and the switch statements are going to result in the same code, like the same machine code. It doesn't matter.
Just people don't know how it works.
Pardon?
People just you just don't know how it works. There's a
Yeah.
whole it took me a little while to realize that there's like a bunch of programmers now, like way more than there were like even a few years ago. Um and that's like we're really like young heavy on the programmers, you know. There's like way more newer programmers than experienced ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, I'm an inexperienced programmer in my eyes, right? Like, I haven't done it for that long.
Uh I don't know. I think it once you understand that if you feel clever, it's something to worry about. You're past beginner for sure.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm a beginner, but I'm not experienced, right? Like that would be me, like, just having a delusional moment, right?
Everything. Yeah, I mean, you know, imposter. It's like a weird field because there's like an infinite amount of stuff that you could possibly know about programming. You know, so everybody feels like they're still like an imposter, unless
No,
like you have a cult like Jonathan Blow or John Carmack or something.
okay, okay. Hmm. Yeah, but I mean, like, well, okay. I'll elaborate first of all on the thing that triggers me about the video that I showed. It's like the whole, like, the channel name is low level, you know, and they have good info about some other stuff, but having a video like that like makes me doubt like the integrity of the channel, right? Because it's like either you don't know this or then you're really ignorant. And like the people in comments are also like pointing this thing out. So I feel like it's just
You know, I
they just
mean,
wanted to make the
people who
video.
make YouTube channels aren't necessarily experts.
Yeah.
You know, I had an interview the other week where my interviewer was like, it was for Meta. It was an interview with Meta.
Mm-hmm.
And my interviewer asked me, the question was basically to implement a call stack, but the way they framed it was like, you have a single threaded CPU. Um, how would you like keep track of what functions are called? And I'm like, can my calls be interrupted by other functions? And then the lady's like, it's a single core CPU. And I'm like, okay, but like, can I assume my calls won't get interrupted? Because you know, like your uh, the OS can like interrupt running processes even on single core CPUs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and she didn't know that, and so I was like trying to figure out how to implement a call stack that could keep track of things while they were being interrupted. And like partway through, she's like, "Oh, you know, all the functions just call each other," and I'm like, "So they don't interrupt each other?" Because she didn't know that. So that was frustrating, and that was like,
Oof.
you know, and it was like a big interview question. So I don't know. Sometimes people just don't know things, you know, and
Yeah.
YouTubers don't have like a certification or
Yeah.
anything.
But like the fact that it's being pointed out in the comments, right? Like, and they replied to other comments. It's like they would have to like dodge and weave every single one that, you know, like is pointing out the thing or ignore them. Is my problem, right? So that makes me think that it's like willful ignorance. But yeah. Ram, you're. Aye, aye. Aye, aye, aye.
Who's
No
Ben?
comment.
Don't dox me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have made some stuff, but that's not how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, imposter syndrome's hard.
No, I think I have a
I
pretty
officially
accurate.
anoint you.
Yes.
I officially anoint you as someone who is experienced in the craft of programming.
Okay. Thank you.
Officially, as of today, you've been anointed. You don't need to question it anymore.
I will reject that. Thank you very much.
You can
After
reject it all you want. The anointment has happened. I'm telling the rest of all of the other programmers in the world too. I'll let everyone know.
After I have like fucking 10 years of experience, yeah, maybe then. Yeah.
That's right. One day I'll finish something, and then I'll be a real programmer too. It'll happen.
I
I get
trust you.
closer every day.
Let me check. If I go here, this is like, I have one project that I consider to be the start of me actually doing programming. But it's so 4 years ago, I started actively programming. But before that, I've done like some small stuff. But doesn't count. Trust me. This doesn't count.
See, there's the
I know. I
imposter
acknowledge
syndrome.
that. I acknowledge that. Okay. I have an arbitrary date that I set as the starting point. Yeah. I'm aware. Right.
What? I'm missing changes. Oh, I'm so sad. Is it because I have some of the stuff here in this branch? Oh no, I did the thing again.
Anyway. Dude, I don't have your stream visible on my screen. I don't know, but it wasn't. Oh yeah, I guess it was taking a while to load.
You should. You mean my Discord stream?
Yes.
Damn.
It's
Okay,
up now,
did
though.
I not set this? This has rotate active. Okay, no, this should be right.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
I hope this will be the one. I feel really good about this one. And now I've decided to like not care about any job I get, and just sort of like coast while working on this. That's my goal. I've been hurt. I've been hurt by the programming industry these past couple of years. Go back. I want to go back to my roots and just make games. That's why I learned how to write code in the first place.
So you learn the code to make games, and then you go hijacked by the industry.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel for you. I'm sorry that happened.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I did really well for myself. You know, I mean.
Yeah, fair. But yeah.
You know.
Still tragic.
And I always kept up with Godot throughout the years. So I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
How did this work?
Also,
I wrote code
tragic. I hope you survive.
on my PC. I mean, that's your choice, you know. You could always stream from your parents' computer, you know.
True. So true. Alright.
I don't even know if my parents have a computer. They have. They can't not have a computer.
I mean, people do a surprising amount of stuff with their phones these days, you know? I'm like sorry to tell you that.
Yeah, but they have like a business.
Oh,
They need to have QuickBooks on something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to believe they have a computer then. Let's put it that way.
Sure they do. They might just use my sister's laptop, I guess.
No. Like running a business with no computer and just like mobile devices, like it's technically possible.
Bourgeois. I don't know. My family still works to make money. I don't think that counts as bourgeoisie. Dude, my brother got a job and then moved. Literally, I visited his house where he lives at now. It's in the middle of nowhere, but he's like right across the street from where he works. He comes home for lunch to hang out with his dogs.
It's awesome.
Owner club. All right. Well, I guess that's technically true if that's your definition. But I'm nice about it. You know, whatever.
You're getting schooled. I don't know what to tell you.
Ah.
I agree with Ron because it's funny.
I know that there was a timeline where you're very far away. I'm not afraid of you, Rue.
You're talking like we don't have international
You're in a
travel.
place that's not even real. Finland was just a fictional country in that one game. Not even a real place.
True. Dude, it's
It's like a 6-hour drive from me. Have fun.
have fun. We're
It's
like,
hot down here
welcome.
too. Yeah. There was someone in my middle school who was Finnish also.
Oh.
That's it. Are you Finnish, Taro?
Well, am I
You
finished?
don't need to answer that if you don't want to. Yeah.
Yes, I am. It's not hidden information. My online alias is a Finnish word as well.
Oh. See, I had no idea. That's funny.
Yeah. How do I modify my octree? What the hell?
Can't believe I've just been talking to myself this whole time.
Yeah. I was about to make a joke that you're just like talking to the voices right now when you said that Finland isn't real. That's amazing. But it's not a random Finnish word. It has been chosen with intent.
Okay, but like, isn't everything random, really? Like, if the fact
True.
that humans exist is just like random chance in the universe, then like the username you chose is also random when the grand scheme of things, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the word random loses meaning then.
Let's think about that. It just depends on what scale you're looking at. Like, random on what time scale?
True.
Well, if free will isn't real, then how do you know that?
Free will is
What if
also
the
just
universe just meant for you to mistakenly think that free will isn't real? And you're just playing into its little game for you specifically.
true. It's like, what if the laws of physics aren't real, but everything just happens the same way by coincidence, you know? To make it seem like the laws of physics are real. that type
I
of
mean,
beat.
so that was a theory for a while, actually.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
the laws of physics weren't laws; they were just like common outcomes of things that happened on like a really small scale.
And yeah, when we're not
Because
looking,
like
like, things just happen. Not according to the laws.
well, everything is an emergent property of everything else.
Uh, right, Ron, what do you mean?
Except
I
for
feel
AI.
like free
Everything
will
AI
is
is fake.
free will is just a concept made up by rich people. What do you mean?
Well, so they could explain why they're rich and you're not.
True. They just want the money more.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's the theme of the world right now, is people who have a lot of money just wanting a lot more of it for no particular reason.
Yeah, they just fancy the money, It's neat.
They just like it. They like the way it smells, the way it feels
Yeah,
on their skin.
it's
That's
not
just what
like
they like.
anyone else could need it, right?
No, remember Scrooge McDuck in the money swimming scene?
Yeah, yeah. At least he doesn't buy all the fucking houses.
He would if he could.
uh,
Back when
would
Scrooge
he?
McDuck was investing in money, houses weren't investment vehicles.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I feel like he just likes the money. He doesn't want the assets. He just likes the money. But I guess if he liked the money, then he would want the
Well, see,
assets to
here's
get
the
even
thing.
more.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing you're not understanding. Let me string all this together for you.
Yeah.
Why do rich people buy so many houses? The answer is so that each house individually could have different shaped money pools.
That's so true. That's so true. Actually, I didn't think of
Right.
it
So
like
this
that.
this is you got right. The scale is larger, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
why
like
inflation needs to happen so much, so that they can have more cash to put in their money pools.
true, 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 true.
Right, because like if $1 is suddenly like if $10 today is worth $1 a year ago, that's a lot more dollars to put in, like physical paper dollars
Yes,
to put in your
yes.
money pool.
Um, that makes me
It's
think
all a numbers game for the money pools.
it's amazing that they let the penny die. Then that's like more coins for the same value, or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think that's an interesting legal quirk, the penny. Um, because the way the US government works is Congress says, "Hey, president, you need to spend this money on this thing." And what they said for the penny was, "You need to spend this money on the necessary amount of pennies."
Yep.
And the and they decided that the necessary amount was 0. And Congress was a little upset about it. They're like, "You can't do that. We said you needed to spend this on making pennies." And the guy's like, "Well, it's not what you wrote down, you know."
Yep.
Um,
Uh,
and I think rules lawyering really blows in politics.
but it's also really funny to like read and hear about sometimes if you're not affected
Yeah, as
by
long
it.
as it doesn't like directly affect your life.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, where Trump lives is literally like 20 minutes from me. Directly affects my life. It's dangerous to drive there. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Unlucky. Unfortunate. I hope nothing bad happens.
Alexis used to work up there, and now she doesn't anymore. She got a new job, like a little south.
Mm-hmm.
You should go pay a visit. I'm not allowed there. My net worth isn't enough. They'll turn my car away. They'll check my credit score, and they'll turn my car away.
They just like scan your eyes, and you're like, yeah, I'm not on the list.
Tell them I'm a big fan, and then I ask for more. That would work, actually. I listen to anybody who says his name 3 times. Where's the the hot dog night from Adventure Time?
Yeah, at 3 a.m. you have to go to the bathroom and speak his name into the mirror 3 times.
Oh god, what's happening? Everything's wrong. Do it over here.
Fine, Ronnie, we're gonna visit Ben anyway, right? I have a another reason to do so.
Yeah, here. This beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Oh no, where's the clip that I care about? I don't care about anything but the clip. Okay, I care about this a little bit.
Oh.
This dude did a great job.
I'm gonna enlarge your stream again when you find
now.
it. Or if you find it.
No, it's alright, I gave up.
Oh, okay. Unfortunate.
Hold on a minute. I thought it'd be really funny, because on my stream, I have your stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if your stream had my stream having your stream, that would be great.
Yeah, we would have the loop.
We're not there. Char Bing. Oh wow. Oh, hey you two.
That is a Char Bings is an interesting name. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, who are these friends?
I met them at GodotCon.
Oh, Godot friends. Nice.
Godot friend.
Hello, Godot friends. I hope you're doing good.
I hope you hustled a lot of people in pool tonight.
Dude, everyone here is a Godot friend. So cool.
You're not using Godot right now.
I am a Godot friend in my heart.
Not one of us.
No.
Not one of us.
I use it for side project. I have a tagging thing for like tagging memes. That's in Godot. That counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Have you tried rendering fonts yet?
Oh, in this project?
Yeah.
I have not done font stuff yet, but I when I was trying out WGPU, I just had a bitmap font. I used to do that.
Yeah. Stay sane. Use bitmap fonts.
Yeah. No, I made my own bitmap font. It's
He hustled you, and it was his birthday. I guess that's okay.
This is the font that I made. I don't know if you can see my screen or if your stream can see. I can send you the font.
I have you. That's cool. Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not using fonts for anything at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I was like to show on the stream, but if you want to use that, then go ahead. It's
yeah.
When I first made that, I forgot to include G. not a real letter.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It doesn't have all the characters, but it's enough for me.
I'm getting so distracted. Rotate active, because I'm supposed to figure out why nothing does what I want it to do,
Oh yeah, the classic problem in programming.
The classic nothing doing what you want problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this has the rotator class, which has the screen path, which goes to this node 2D. Okay.
Yes, Godot
So,
lives in
yeah.
peace with Rust. I agree. Godot and Rust can work together.
We can live in peace with Rust. I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not
I'll live
annoying
in
about
like
Rust, so I think it's fine.
I'll live in a general disdain.
Dude, I hear the word disdain and I just think about Caleb City skit. It's,
I know of a what?
I, you don't know Caleb City? Hold on.
No.
It's
Hey, what
basically just
text
this guy who
editor are you
makes
using?
skits on YouTube. Wait, pardon?
What text editor are you using?
Xed. So basically the default text editor that comes with my distro.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Well, I guess I already anointed you, so I can't take it back.
You can take what back?
Oh, I said I already anointed you, so I can't
Oh, okay, yeah.
take it back because you're not using
I'm not using
Vim
Vim or
or
Emacs, yeah.
Emacs. You know, I'm just joking.
Yeah, but you don't have to
Only
look at this
fake
now, but
programmers use Vim
this
and or Emacs.
this guy is great.
Which guy?
Calb City. He just makes good
Oh,
skits.
you sent me to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't know this guy. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
look at his.
Yeah, you can look at it after stream.
Probably before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's late for you, right?
Hey, it is. It's 12. It's 30 minutes past midnight.
Oh. Okay,
Hey,
fair.
Char and Alex, do either of you have repo? The game.
I see the pipeline. I'm immune because I don't have repo yet. I will get it eventually.
I mean, I could just send it to you. It's just $10.
I mean, if you do that, then I guess I'm legally obligated to play.
Let me wait for my first day of this new job.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a no. It's a video game. It's like a horror. It's kind of like Lethal Company, but a little goofier.
I like the confusion with.
It's fun to play with friends. You can play with like 6 people, so I don't know, just trying to gather a little cult of game dev
Repo
people to
stuff.
play spooky games with.
Yeah.
Rebodies, not got it. Yeah, I started a new job on Monday.
Hey,
It's like a
congrats.
weirdly similar job to my very first real programming job, where I'm working at a wine company who hired a terrible contracting firm to do work for them many years ago, and we're now modernizing them. And my first job was at a wine company, the same contracting firm doing the same thing.
You're just the cleanup crew for
It's like,
them.
what are the odds? And I'm okay with that for now because they pay pretty well, and I know for a fact that I could take it easy there because no matter what I do, it'll be better than the contractors they've had for the past.
You gotta contact the contractor and be like, yo, can you tell me when you work for wine companies?
Do they work for everyone? They're
Yeah.
huge. It's SAP or Sapient if you've ever heard of them. They're
I
huge.
have no idea.
Yeah, it's like a big. They did a lot of e-commerce stuff before Shopify came around. So
Mm-hmm.
like established retailers, they'd sell like contracting services to them. But they're like our cart page at the place I worked at years ago took 30 seconds to load with 2 items in the cart.
Aye. And rum beverage
And then
is
you
big, I guess. I don't tell you.
No, it's like they just there's like multiple redundant nested for loops in like how they process the cart page response.
We love web dev. I'm blaming web dev.
Why
Confirmation bias
is
active.
everyone Why is everyone's first programming job at my first programming job was not at a beverage. It was at a company called Hack Hands, and we did on-demand programming tutoring and like mentoring for professionals and students. And then they got bought by Pluralsight and shut down. It's in Friction. It's like a cheese grater.
So
yeah,
true.
dude, and it's like the cart page. It's like the important page for like any commerce site. It's like the one that matters the most.
You're just giving the
It's the
user
one
like
where you
know a chance to second guess if they really want to buy anything, right? It's
right,
really
like they spend all this time going through the site, and then the cart. It's like really fucking important. I know, dude. I know. That was the team I was on. The cart page team.
The card page team sounds so awesome. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh
You know, we
boy.
try our hardest.
Yes.
Right, so rotate mode is on, and there was something else. That was dial in the game master.
The code that I'm about to write fucking
Oh.
sucks, but I have to do it. Oh no.
Okay, so look at this. Look at my screen right now. This is sick. I'm
Yep.
working on this for a hot minute.
I'm looking.
So you see, I can like look around with my cameras like normal, right?
Yep.
But now when I move my mouse around, the whole thing kind of rotates.
Ooh.
And so what I'm going to do, and this rotation parallaxes, so I can have multiple 2D layers that like move at different rates.
Mm-hmm.
Here, actually, like I have a better demo.
So Ram, go work on the thesis now.
Yeah, so look at this. So you see, I have like this comic book kind of thing, and the different layers move at different speeds to give it that illusion of like depth.
Yeah.
So my dialogue scenes are going to have this effect to them. So this is what I've been kind of working on here. And it's so I started working on this project before compositor effects were a thing. So like the way I have full screen shaders is to have like this camera that is always pointing at this quad that takes up the whole screen.
Yep.
And then I use a viewport texture onto this quad and then shade the quad. But I have to do like weird stuff to get this setup working with this like
there you go, bend that.
Angled thing.
There you go. All right. Continue.
What?
No, I just my attention.
Oh, that was it. It
got
was just
okay. Yeah. I think I like missed the last sentence or two. Is the problem.
I was just saying it's because of all that. It's like kind of tricky to get this effect going. To get it going on this quad that's having a viewport texture rendered to it that has a thing on the texture. And then also the camera IDs are actually UI elements that I'm like unprojecting their position, place them on screen. And so they don't rotate along with the thing. So I'm just gonna hide them during Yeah, it's a there's like stuff to do, little tricky thing.
I mean, would you benefit from moving to compositor effects? From having like a quad that you do the thing with?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this lets me do things like have these UI elements don't have the shader applied to them. This bend thing itself doesn't, and I can set that up with compositor effects, but it's like I don't think it'll be any less wonky. You know what I mean? Because they don't give you like
for me to get the render pass that is like just this scene, I just don't think it'd be any less wonky. It'd still be like a lot of weird roundabout work.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
It's just in a different place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this already works, and it's not too weird. It's like a little weird. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
This is weird. What's up with this lighting? See, like,
Oh.
what's up with that?
Like following the editor camera. That's interesting.
But only on that like one. Oh no! Look, no, it's not even doing it.
Not real. You imagined it.
It wasn't real. I wasn't recording it, so it didn't happen.
True. It's not like we are recording, but yeah. So true.
I don't know if Twitch records what I do. I don't know if it saves it.
I think VODs are enabled by default, but they're not public by default. I think so, but I'm not sure. Well, I do have Twitch VODs enabled and visible. Ram is saying that it does.
Oh, I had it turned off for some reason. I don't know.
Well,
I turned it on. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it might be that accounts created in a certain time period have it off by default, and then they changed it.
No, I probably
Default or
turned it
something.
off because I don't like being recorded.
Oh, okay. Fair.
What do I do? I'm supposed to work on this.
What you reading?
I'm just reading chat.
Oh, okay. Did you read the spam message that I banned?
The boot shining one.
Yeah. Trying to set up. I dislike web dev intensely, but I really want to have a custom Twitch chatbot. And just set up my
Twitch
own,
what?
custom Twitch chatbot. Right? And I will set up filters for like just if.
Well, that's not web development.
Well, I mean, I have to send HTTP requests. That counts.
That's not. That's just sending HTTP requests. If you're not touching CSS, is it really web development?
Okay, so that's your metric. Okay. Fair.
If you're not making a website, it's just networking.
Networking with strings. Fine. Yeah. I guess I'll have to live with that. But yeah, no, but I want to have custom code
strings.
basically to
what is a string but a byte sequence?
Someone recently told this to me, but and I know, but it was on a slightly different context. But I will not elaborate. I will just
It's all ones and zeros at the end of the day.
I know.
Rue, you have the best Twitch stream that I have ever seen from someone with under 200 followers.
That's high praise.
There was a horse gif playing last time.
Yeah,
that's peak.
I know. It's
I don't have a horse gif playing.
I don't know if I could afford that.
I don't think I could afford a horse gif.
Man, like Run's budget is fucking crazy.
I wonder what software. I have this ghost. I'm proud of this ghost. This is the most production value in my. Oh fuck! This random ass ghost that I don't use anywhere else.
Though.
Oh hey Onion.
Hello Onion.
What's going on?
Rom can afford infinite horses. That's awesome.
Dude,
Infinite $3 billion
we call
margins.
onion, it reminds me of Onion from Steven Universe. If you've ever seen Steven Universe,
I have not seen Steven Universe.
it hurts me only a little bit.
Oh. I'm sorry about that.
This is Onion.
Oh. That's Onion.
Rue, I love Steven Universe so much. Why did you change chats to say that? You have the same body type as that guy. The fucking head. And the little toothpaste hair. Dude, when the big ladies form into the bigger lady, and then the biggest lady at the end, that was pretty great. I enjoyed that.
Oh, Steven Universe spoilers? Let's go. Very mild
I almost
spoilers.
gave a spoiler if you cared.
I think I
It's
will
a
watch
good
it
show.
eventually.
If you had a fondness for Adventure Time, I think you'd like it.
I'm actually in the like I started watching Adventure Time. I stopped at some point, but it's still like I want to continue it.
It's a masterpiece. I firmly believe it's like one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever to come out of the US.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the first like season or first maybe like 10-15 episodes is like very much a children's show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little grating to watch.
Yeah,
But
but
after that it gets better.
yeah. I don't remember how far in I am, but like the clip that you showed, I've seen that, and that's been like a while ago, I guess. But
Yeah, that one's early on. I'm pretty
mm-hmm.
sure. The Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant was
Yes.
pretty early on.
I love that you can just fucking say that without missing a beat. I couldn't.
The Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant, dude. I've seen Adventure Time many times. Like the show.
But yeah, it's like you can tell if someone's a true fan if they can say, "Wait, can you repeat what was the part?"
The Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant.
The Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant. Okay, holy. I will not remember that. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. Well, there was a children's novel comic book when I was little that I liked, and it was Captain Underpants and the Incredibly Evil Cafeteria Ladies from Outer Space and the Subquint Assault of the Equally Evil Lunchroom Zombie Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent like weeks memorizing that as a child, and I never left. I really wanted to be able to say that whole thing off the top of my head.
Do you now feel really good about that?
I actually am still a little bit proud that I can do
that. Yes! That's so good. I love that.
6-year-old Ben would be proud.
That's awesome. Oh,
yeah. That's why I can't remember anything, because I spent like a long time remembering useless shit.
Oof. Oof, oof.
Okay. So this works. Play dialogue.
I mean, I don't have like a checklist in my head of things I should tell you. Damn. And I mean, me and Ben, we haven't really been talking actively that much. It's more like we just know that, like I know Ben exists and Ben
We
knows that I exist. And we sometimes do
Naro, I
stuff.
don't want to break this to you, but we chat with each other at least once a month for the past like 2 years.
Is that true?
We say at least a thing to each other every month.
Hold on.
That's what friends are. Imposter syndrome, but for friends. I don't know anyone else who is both like as obsessive about Linux and is as anxious about archiving shit.
Fair. Aye.
You know, you and me are the only people I know who personally archive GitHub stuff that they use.
Dude,
I know companies that do it, but like,
do you archive
what's Naro
YouTube
using?
videos that you like?
If I can, so generally things that I want to save are like animated, like show, because I love animation, like
Mm-hmm.
animated shows and stuff. So I'll usually just like buy a DVD and then rip it from them
Yeah.
or something, or I'll buy it, download it. Other than that, not really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing much I care to save.
Fair enough.
I do archive some websites. The one dude who made Shader Toy, who has a bunch of like articles about ray marching on his website.
Yep.
And like SDF functions for a bunch of different shapes. I saved his whole website.
Based.
Yeah, I'm not losing those shape functions. Like the fuck. He MIT'd the whole site, and so I'm like, thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Nerdalin. Dude, why do you? I told Rue that if she keeps talking to us about Linux, she's gonna get infected with Linux.
That might be true, but I don't know.
One day Windows will be frustrating in just the right way, and then she'll be like, Naro, how do I set up Linux? And you're gonna be like, I've been waiting my whole life for this moment for someone to ask me how to set up Linux.
Based onion. Yeah, no, but I've set up Linux Mint for my mom's laptop,
Fixed.
and it works great.
My Nick, I don't know if you've met Nick, my roommate. He was trying to install Windows 11 on his computer when he built his new one, and it was just like incompatible with the USB slot that he was using for some reason. And so he tried for like 6 hours, and I'm like, Nick, I'm not going to help with this anymore. But if you want to put Linux on, it'll take me like maybe 45 minutes.
Yes.
Fame is here. Hello, Fame. But yeah, now he's been running Linux for like a year, and he has no more complaints than he did with Windows. So
Yeah. It's important to keep in mind the level of complaints is like relative. Because if you have complaints on Linux, then
yeah,
it's like you have to compare it to what was it on Windows.
yeah, it's strictly better though because it doesn't show me ads. I hate ads.
Yeah, dude. I sometimes I go to watch like I'm like, oh, this is a person I know and they're streaming. I open the stream and then I get a ad. I close the stream.
Yep,
I just
I think
don't.
I think you can configure like ads to show up at the start of a stream, and if you set that to on, you're just the yeah.
Yeah, no, but
That's
if I
icky.
get also an ad like during a stream, I close the stream. I don't let it play in the background.
Oh,
I go away. Every time.
yeah, I do that too, but I understand the need for ads in midstream. I understand it.
Yeah. But it's like, oof.
I
I've just
will I
used
will
an
at
ad
least
blocker for
mute
so long.
for ads.
Wait, pardon?
I mute ads on. I don't watch Twitch very often, but I mute ads.
Yeah.
How you doing,
I,
Fame?
I'm just very
No.
entitled. It's like if the website doesn't let me use it without me seeing ads, I won't use the website.
PC stays unused for 10 seconds. The screen goes by. Whenever we put it. That blows. I've never used Pop OS, but I feel like it's popular enough that if you Google it, probably find some help. I use Nix OS now.
See, that sounds like such a
Um,
specific issue and such a severe issue. 10 seconds without anything, or without any programs open. And there's another person with the same issue.
well, it sounds like since I couldn't open T2, if you hold I think it's Control Shift and then like the F keys, you can swap to like a different TTY on your machine. Okay, so then I don't know. It sounds to me like like Pop OS. For me at least, if my display stays off, switching to a different TTY wakes it up again. But I remember Puppy Linux. I used to use that at school.
Linux is based.
Yeah, it sounds like an issue for like when your computer like goes to sleep. You probably change the power management settings on Pop. Oh, okay. Bye, fam.
Oh. Bye.
Good night. Yeah. Sleep tight. Sweet dream. I agree with that emoji, Rue. That's real. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've never used Pop. I've always had good luck with Endeavor OS
Ooh.
and Fedora. Endeavor OS is like Arch Linux, except not ridiculously difficult to set up. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, that's weird. Linux usually has very good support for AMD setups. It's usually the NVIDIA setups that get weird. My bed bugs are friends. Rue, like, what possesses you to say things like this? You know, what are you trying to communicate with that statement?
It's the same energy as the horse gif.
It's the same energy as the horse.
It is. You can't deny it.
Were you were wondering why Rue says the things she does? You're right. I need to put Can I put a GIF up here?
Like
Is that a
once
thing?
you put a horse gif on your stream, you will understand,
I'm just
Rom a
speaking
little
my
bit
truth.
better.
That's fair. Let's see if I can put a GIF as an image in OBS. Let's see if I'm capable of such a thing. Get like a rapid sea bunny.
Oh. Guys need to ascend with a horse gif through.
Okay, let's see. Image. I thought for a second OBS was gonna crash.
Oh, luckily not.
All right, how is this, Rue? Is this acceptable? It's a sea bunny.
Bring your stream to view for a moment at least.
All right, I just need a Rue's approval on the sea bunny.
You don't need anyone else's approval?
I just need a Rue's approval.
Oh.
I mean, I'll accept any other approvals, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see your stream layout now. That's great. You have your own screen up here, and then you have this empty space, and you can have my stream here. Now we have the loop.
Mhm.
That's great.
It's beautiful. We just gotta wait.
That's great.
Yeah, it's because I have an ultra wide monitor as my main one, and so it doesn't scale right, but it gives me that like space on the bottom to put stuff. And also, secretly, the PNG tuber software I'm using doesn't support transparency on Linux. So my ghost is actually has like a black background, but you can't tell when I put it down there.
Yeah, you could color key it on OBS to make it transparent.
I don't know if I can set a background color in RahiTuber.
I mean, you could use this pure black as their color key.
I'll have to mess with that. I don't know much about OBS.
Mm-hmm.
I just know enough to set up like the different scenes.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
I mean, your stream doesn't look like you don't know OBS. Like, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I know it as much as I know any software.
Mm-hmm.
I see it and I understand it. Except for for AutoCAD. I do not get AutoCAD. Ultra wide empty horse space. Wait, I don't have any horse gifts on you. Why you gotta hurt me like that? Oh, sea bunny. What the fuck is new? No, dude, it's like a sea slug that looks like a bunny. It's not a. There is a bunny programming language though called. See, pull it up. Yeah, here it is. It's supposed to be another C replacement language, but it's very, very niche. They still work on it though.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very cool.
It's very like open source. Like it the dude who makes it's like very free software. They don't even host it on GitHub.
And they're going hard on the free software part.
They're going very hard on the free software stuff. They have a certificate of origin.
I just Rom is like dreaming about managing your stream, but there are actually tools for like letting someone manage your stream like layout. That is a thing that exists. It's like meant for bigger streams where the moderators can like move elements and whatever and do shit. But it is a thing you could set up.
Yeah. I mean, some streams are like whole ass productions now. You know.
Yep. It's true.
This is not a production. This is us just freely giving Twitch content to put ads on.
I mean, we don't get ads on these streams.
Really? I thought Twitch just put ads on streams.
Nope. If you're an affiliate, then they do put ads.
No, because I know YouTube will play ads even on like unmonetized videos.
Yeah, it will. Twitch doesn't, thankfully. And not having ads
I
is
appreciate her being in spirit.
yeah, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, no. It's like I could be affiliate, but then I would be forced to play ads on stream, so I'm not affiliate.
Don't you need to have like 200 recurring viewers or something?
No, affiliate is like very, very easy. Yeah, it's let me check the requirements. But I did hit them, and like even now, Twitch is like, oh, do you want to be affiliate? Just complete this form and give us your tax information, and then you have to play ads. I'm like, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Oh, you need to have 3 average viewers and 25 followers. Oh hell yeah! I mean, I'd be an affiliate. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, exactly. But then you have to play ads, right?
You know, we do what we can.
Yeah. Damn, the YouTube Premium versus ad blocker wars. I can see them sparking. Alright, how do I put this? It actually might not work in the way that I think. I think this only gets rid of one branch. I mean, I don't think my stream gets any ads.
Oh, there's a whole list of prohibited games. That makes the ones that are on here. I thought it was gonna be like,
Alright, I'm gonna.
dude, Second Life is banned. You can't stream Second Life.
Unfortunately.
They're too many fairies yiffing on Second Life.
I need to visualize my problem.
Dog. If I had 10 regular viewers, I'd put ads up for sure.
Damn. I see how it is.
I would never do pre-roll ads though. Never ever. And I would pause while ads are playing.
No. I mean, I don't think the ad revenue is even that big. Like, the main thing is, like, having the ability for people to subscribe and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the ad revenue is mainly for them to make money.
Yep.
Since Second Life all about touching virtual grass.
Well, also, Rum, for
Yes.
being discovered, you
and
should do
yiffing.
YouTube to be discovered, not Twitch. That's what I've heard.
Do you have a dream sponsor? Yeah, for sure. Nobody gets discovered on Twitch.
Yeah.
People clip their Twitch streams, put it to YouTube, and that's how we get found. The YouTube recommendation algorithm is just better for that kind of stuff. Why? Because the YouTube recommendation algorithm is just better for that kind of stuff. So don't do YouTube.
Yeah, don't be discovered.
Do what you want.
Unlucky.
No, I mean, just do Twitch and be discovered later. Have it take longer, whatever. No, it's like, it's fine.
True.
You know, you're not a marketer. You're not trying to like hyper optimize your visibility.
Fair.
You know, if you were, you would be.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck you, Narrow.
I accept that. with open arms.
Balls energy drink. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone specific I'd want to sponsor me. Rupina, I just awarded you with 50 internet points. What does Finnish cuisine consist of?
Food.
So like fish? I gotta pretend like I'm doing something.
Why do you gotta only pretend like you're doing a thing? That's my question. Okay. I think for
Why
this
do I have to pretend?
task, I want I'm
Because
gonna yap about this task for a bit, and then I'll stop hijacking the stream. But yeah. Anyway, so basically what I'm thinking is I want to fill an area, with a thing, and I want to update the octree in one go. But and for that I need to find like kind of a root branch that's close to the volume that I'm filling in. But if I span like multiple volumes like this, then I'm gonna have to find like a very distant root for this, and then I can regenerate that. I guess I'm gonna roll with that instead of trying to find multiple roots to minimize the amount of work. Yeah, I'll find the one common root. Anyway, that's that. I just needed to get it out verbally.
No, that's fine. I'll forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh damn, it's been 2 hours already?
Yeah,
Damn.
this has been a pleasant stream.
Yeah, it has. Thank you, Rom. I appreciate it. Oh, let's dev. Hello.
How is bark bread? Hold on, is Vesdev also Finnish? Are there 3 of you? That's how I know. I said Finland was fake, and then all of a sudden all these Finnish people start showing up. Yeah, right. Sure.
Oh, are you in on
Likely
Onion being
story.
Finnish as well?
Is Onion all... God, I'm surrounded.
Yes. I kind of had that feeling at one point, even though I'm Finnish, right? I was like, hold on, everyone is Finnish? Like, what do you mean? Todella tavalla. True. Ay. Crazy out here. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and then I will implement this thing. Yeah. Alright, BRB.
I don't know any Finnish game devs because Finnish people are they can't be real. It's not possible. So I put that onion into a translator, and it told me it means the tortillas are opening. What tortillas? Rue, I have lived in Florida for like 21 years, and I maybe have met 8 people in all that time who make games. And then I went to Boston for like a day, and I met like 37. That's the correct translation. That's funny. Yeah, I guess people like being outside when it's warm. Don't make no sense to me. Hi, Vesdev. I don't think we've met. I'm Ben. I'm not Finnish.
Hello.
Hello.
Indeed.
Know the Jupiter Lighthouse? No, I don't. I've never heard of Jupiter Lighthouse. Hi, Vesdev. Never heard of them. They didn't come to the Delray Game Dev meetup. Do you guys want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I met As Fun as Fun at GodotCon, and he lives like way up north, but he moved there from like 10 minutes from where I grew up and still live. What are the odds of that?
Small world. That's great. See.
Jupiter Lighthouse game. Jupiter Lighthouse is where do you? It's cool though. They didn't show up to my meetup, so they're
Can't
dead.
win them all.
No, I'm joking. I actually have to set another meetup date. So how do I want this?
I think pretty much everyone in here is a game dev. Wait, Vesdev, do you work on a game?
It's just a name.
Yeah, but I mean, dev is not necessarily game dev, right?
That's no, that's not. That's
Oh,
not
okay,
possible.
okay. I see.
Nice try.
Almost got you. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, even my dialogue is finished now.
Link Cider. Oh yes,
Because
and it's actually on
the
Steam.
signals
Yeah,
dialogue.
I forgot. I forgot.
Link cider.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a fake Best Dev fan.
Wishlist. Fez Dev. Cute. I like it's a good pun side effects. Yeah, I think everyone in here is a game dev. Onion, are you a game dev? Which one did who was bad cop?
It compiles.
Hey Nero, we got a little posse going here.
Wait, what? What do we have going on?
We got a little posse going here.
You're gonna have to explain to me what that is.
We got posse is like a small group.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
It's like a Western cowboy word for a small group with a shared interest or goal, like a gang, but like not without the connotation of crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm. Are you thinking of making a server or something?
I mean, I think is everyone in here in the game dev cafe?
I
I don't think Onion is,
there.
and I don't think Vesdev is. Fame's and I invited Fame to the game dev cafe, but you didn't join.
We are with Famous. Yeah.
Should I send? I'll send Onion an invite. Onion, yeah, I'll send Onion an invite. Hell yeah! I mean, you don't need to join if you don't want to. It's fine. But you're more than welcome to join. I collect cool people related to game dev that I've met.
We had like crazy drop frames on my side. What is going on?
Boop, boop.
It's interesting. I wonder why I'm dropping frames. This is also... It might be my...
I send an invite to you too, Vesdev, if you want to join, you know.
People who are on my stream,
Discord.
Does it work?
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, Ben, I assume you can hear me.
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, good. Yeah. But I used to see my stream, like, bitrate being really low, and I'm, like, dropping crazy frames.
Your stream looks okay to me.
Okay. That's good.
Rue, yeah, you're cool. I would not have invited you. I don't invite people to the server unless I think they're cool. We have plenty of lurkers, Onion. Join them. The lifeblood of the internet are lurkers. So.
True. Alright.
This is the first time in my life I'm trying really hard to not be a lurker. I was given the Dev Cafe server from someone else, and I lurked after it became my server.
How many times has the torch been passed on the game dev cafe?
I have literally no idea. Nope. I just woke up one morning and I went to the game dev cafe to say hi to Fig, and then I noticed that I had the admin role.
That's how it happens sometimes.
I guess. And then unrelated to that, I felt inspired from GodotCon to like try being a bit more public about game dev.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying really hard. I don't want to do web development like any longer than I have to. I'm trying to move out of that. It's going well though. I really enjoy working with Godot. The only thing I wouldn't have done with Godot is I don't like their build system, and I don't like that GDScript looks like Python.
What language would you like it to look like?
It's just for being cool. What language I like it to look like? I think I mean Lua is fine. If it looked like C or like Go, I guess it'd probably be good. Probably sound like Go. Or yeah, probably something like Go. I think JavaScript is a good scripting language in theory, but I think implementations of it are too complicated.
Fair. I'm personally satisfied with the Python syntax.
I really don't like how invisible characters matter.
Fair.
I really don't like that. That's it. That's the part I don't like about it being Python-esque.
Here.
Yeah, I don't love like object-oriented in general, but I think Godot, at least with GDScript, keeps it light enough that it doesn't encourage like the weird kind of patterns that object-oriented tends to encourage.
Yeah, I would say that
And I think
Rust
games
is
are like a good application of OOP. Rust is absolutely not object-oriented.
Well, you can make it object-oriented.
You can make it sort of look object-oriented a little bit, but it's not. You don't have like the full inheritance features.
Fair.
Or like virtual methods. I don't think you can override. I don't even think that concept exists.
Well, the most kind of object-oriented thing I do is this save load trait. So this is an alt to do. Or basically, I have this like kind of template for having a save and load function on like different kinds of structs, and then I can implement that.
And, it's like function pointers.
It's not really. I mean, I would have to know what a function pointer is.
In C, you can have a pointer to a function's position in the code, basically. So you could have a struct with a field on it that is a pointer, and then it points to a function. So you can call.
This is like a higher level thing. It's basically just
because C is right now.
Yeah. Well, basically this is saying that okay, if we have this trait on something, then we're guaranteed to have functions with this name and this signature, right? And then what I can do is, well, I mean, I can implement this for all these things, and then in code I can just say like chunk.save, for example, and it will just use the function that I've defined in this trait. I could individually implement it for all the structs, but this is kind of, it helps me because I know that every single thing that uses this trait, like the function has the same signature, like it's guaranteed.
Yeah, that's like interfaces,
Yeah,
but not. Yeah, you get that because what you're trying to do is use like generic and replicate polymorphism. Yeah, I mean it works. It's still not quite like object oriented in the
yeah, fair.
in like the patterns.
Yeah, I mean there is like you could pass in a dynamic object where it's like, oh, does an object have this trait, and then you can work with that, but that's like that gets messy.
Yeah, I mean object oriented is just objects are just a poor man's closure, you know.
Oh yeah, what closure?
Closures are like a concept where
Oh yeah, no, but
you,
I missed the
you
first
call a
word of that.
function.
Like a poor man's closure, or what
Oh,
was it?
objects are a poor man's closure.
Oh, poor man's closure. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But then you truly reach enlightenment when you realize that closures are a poor man's object.
So Onion, good luck on the thesis stuff. I don't know what else to say about that. No.
I believe in you, Onion. You seem like a stand-up produce. I think you got this. You spent 6 years. You probably got this.
It's rough sometimes.
Godot's getting abstract classes in 4.5. GD script, that's nice. It does feel like a thing GD script is missing sometimes. Stand-up comedian. Now you lost me with that comment. I don't know what you're talking about now. I don't even know how to read. I should double check that it didn't break.
From stand-up produce to stand-up comedian. That's great.
Oh, stand-up. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Sorry, it's like 1:30. My brain is like slowly deteriorating in how good it do.
Collapsing.
But I want to have it do a thing first.
Yeah.
Connects hide. Connects shut.
Every language is missing
that's
something
weird.
unless it's JavaScript. That's so real.
Every language is missing something unless it's JavaScript. JavaScript is missing sanity. And a type system.
And that's what TypeScript is for.
All right, don't get me started on TypeScript. Right? It's not a type system. It's a type hint. Okay, it doesn't actually mean anything. No, I mean it's good for the practical use case that it was made for.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know JavaScript has a bug in the spec that they won't fix because it would break backwards compatibility?
I didn't know that, but I feel like I could have heard that and forgotten it, and I do believe that fully.
JavaScript is peak. You gotta hurt me like that, man. It's JavaScript. I mean, JavaScript is very expressive. It is more expressive than almost any other language I have used. Maybe Lisp is the most expressive, and then Lua comes pretty close to JavaScript. there's like so Ruby is pretty expressive too, I guess, but JavaScript's very, very expressive. There's like a million ways to express the idea that you want in the way that you want to do it in JavaScript. There are no faults. That's true. It's not a feature in the language.
Yep.
Minecraft is Java, not JavaScript. They are totally different and have literally nothing to do with each other.
It's the same as
Weren't even made by the same
cars
company.
and carpets. They're the same, right? Java and JavaScript. Car and
See,
carpet.
the thing is, Java and JavaScript are both programming languages. That's the confusing part. See, it's funny that you used double equals instead of triple equals, because in JavaScript, double equals is a weak equality comparison. So you want to use 3 equal signs in JavaScript if you really want it to do what every other language does, is double equals. Redstone programming is peak. Actually, it's ECMAScript. Shit. All right, I'm gonna go home now. You got me. Pops in. Actually leaves.
Tell me then. I have a number and I want to turn it into the nearest power of, well, not the nearest, but the next largest power of 2. How do I do that? What do you think?
Dog, this is 1:30 in the morning. The nearest largest power of 2?
Yeah.
You just have a lookup table.
Damn.
There, easy.
Interesting approach.
No, that's not the nearest power of 2. That would raise it to the power of 2.
Yeah, it would be guaranteed to be a power of 2, but it's not. Alright.
Okay. Hold on. There's probably some like bit magic you can do to get the nearest power of 2.
Maybe.
Um
Running up. Oh, this is a stack. There's a Stack Overflow thing. That's my bit magic.
I'm sure there is. It's probably there's definitely some bit tricks you could do to figure that out. You get like
Oh, true.
the leftmost bit.
Check out the bit twiddling hacks. Yeah.
The position of that would tell you the lower bound. There's definitely some bit magic you can do. I'm just it's my brain isn't functioning enough for me to figure it out right now.
Dude, this definitely is some bit hacks.
He's doing some bit shifting.
Yeah, and like ORing as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me see. I'll see if I can make sense of it. If you send it to me on like Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll send it to you on Discord. That's insanity.
All right, let's see.
Oh, the no dark mode. Oof.
Oh yeah, this is right.
Does it make sense to you?
V minus or yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, you're the real programmer here.
2.
I feel like this is more what I want.
What if the number itself is a power of 2? That's rude. CPUs have an instruction to help this. Next pow 2. What? Is that a real thing?
That's insane if it is.
Here's like a whole blog post about it. uses ordinary arithmetic.
Next power of
to be
2.
better if the
There's
binary
just a
representation-
method. Well, at least on
Well,
unsigned integers.
Is that like in Rust?
Yes.
It's so funny. Yeah. This is what I was expecting.
Yeah. That's insane. Dude, next
Yeah,
power
I
of
knew
2.
I knew there were some bit hacks you could do. If you caught me in like the middle of the day when after I've had coffee and I've been working for a couple hours, I could explain how that works.
Okay.
Right
Fair.
now, I cannot explain how that works.
I know that feeling.
Those
This is only for unsigned integers?
Yo, Onion, I've been just getting Funkado and Trench Broom working today, and I love inverse square root hacks. That shit's good. I don't know what it does, but it makes me feel smart, so that's how I know it's good.
Oh. So for programming, if you feel smart, it's not good, but for other things, it's good. Question mark?
Listen, Nero. We're here to have a good time and chat about nerdy stuff, not to be logically consistent, okay?
Alright.
I think I'll stay on until we hit 3 hour stream, and then I'm probably going to go to bed.
Fair enough.
Another 20 minutes or so. Yeah.
So sad if this is not a function for signed integers. No. I have to make this an unsigned integer.
That
That's
makes
fine, though.
sense.
How does it make sense?
So the way the hack works is by like basically
Okay.
filling all of the rightmost zeros with ones, and then adding 1 to that, and that'll give you like the next highest power of 2. But signed integers leftmost bit
It's
is
the sign
going to
bit.
be it's the sign bit. So
Yeah.
that same trick would need to skip you could probably implement the same trick, but you need to skip the first bit, which makes it a little more complicated, I guess. Probably not as like crazy fast.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just converting this to an unsigned integer and then back into a signed integer now. Just to do the
Yeah, that's not an
next power of
expensive
2.
operation though.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if Rust actually did anything for that conversion externally. I'm sure it just keeps track of it internally. Maybe just swaps the leftmost bit.
Yeah, and I mean, also, like, this is just math, you know? It goes to LLVM. LLVM will do crazy things, right?
Cleared. I'm sorry. Cleared. I keep my voice. I make my voice a little deeper and a little quieter at night, so I don't wake up my girlfriend or my roommate. My voice is a
Unforgivable.
little bit higher than this normally. I'm so sorry, Nero. What were you saying?
I wasn't saying anything before you started explaining that, but it's unforgivable because you said that you're sorry about you modifying your voice. That's all.
Did I say that?
Yes. You
Oh
said I'm
well.
sorry and then started
I
explaining.
mean, I'm not doing it intentionally.
Yes. For the säkergrillet. Yeah.
For the I'll get a voice modifier on this. I'll do it, and I'll just make my voice real squeaky when I talk. Sound like Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
I could do a really good Stitch impression.
Feel free to.
Not now though,
Okay.
but I can.
Yeah.
I'll do it when we're in a Discord call. I'm not gonna do it when I'm being recorded.
Assuming that Discord won't record you secretly.
I'm fine if they record me secretly. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people going through Discord's secret recordings need like a laugh once in a while. You know, but someone I know personally having a recording of me doing the Stitch voice, nah.
Like ammunition.
You could ruin my whole life with that information.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is gonna be our dialogue. So then here, the camera setup.
No, Onion, it's not over yet. Don't worry about it. It's I would strongly assume that you have a lot to live through still.
Yeah, Onion, it's just your thesis. Once you get past that, it's fine. Unless, of course, you happen to live in the United States. Then, you know, game's over.
Unlucky to anyone living in the United States. Wink, wink.
Unlucky.
Really unfortunate.
Truly unfortunate. The last thing the world needs is another JavaScript evangelist, please.
Yeah, Onion, it might be over for you. I don't know.
No, I'm just teasing. Enjoy programming in the languages you enjoy programming in. I had the new job I'm starting. I had an interview question, and they're like, "So, why would you use Node.js to write these services?" And I look at the dude, and I know they're on like a full JavaScript stack at this place, and I'm like, honestly, I wouldn't use Node.js over Go in any scenario. Anyway, so I got that job. I can't. Like sometimes I tell myself that I should be like smart and say like the right thing in the interview, but I'm one of those people that I just can't not say what's in my head. You know what I mean?
I feel that and I respect that so much.
Right. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to at this point. I feel like my opinions on things are at least mildly well informed when it comes to programming, especially in like the web development area.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta
Yeah. I have a few situations where I've briefed myself by just being honest instead of like, withholding information or something like that. But I also had a lot of situations where I think like, okay, well, this will be really bad for me, but I'll say it anyway because I have to, and then it turned out to be good. But I had no reason to believe that it would be good. So,
sometimes fake it till you make it's a real thing. The guy who the lead game designer for Double Fine.
Mm-hmm.
He made Grim Fandango and a few other games. When every game he published that like he designed, he was like the head designer on, he would put like a game by and his name. And like no one else did that, but he did that. And he's like, yeah, well, if you're gonna be famous, you just got to keep pretending you're famous until you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Do it. Dude, imagine. The thing I like about Go is fine. It's not like my favorite programming language, but it's so like embarrassingly practical for everything. Like if I'm looking at a language and I'm like, am I going to use this to solve a problem? Then I'm like, how does it compare to Go? Like, why would I use it over Go? Deno's cool. Deno is definitely an improvement over Node. See you later, Onion.
Oh,
Thanks for hanging.
goodbye, Onion.
Go is GeoBlock? Huh? I don't think so. See you later, Alex. I don't see anything about it being geolocked.
Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, Fun. I don't know which name to use, so I'll use both.
I didn't mean to dox you. It occurred to me now that I may have done that.
No. Well,
It's a fairly common name.
yeah. I'm instantly thinking, do I need to scrub the VOD from the name? Well,
Oh, the official servers. Okay, well, that kind of makes. I thought you meant like the program wouldn't like Go, the compiler wouldn't run. So I switched to Hyperland today.
today? I thought you were using it for longer. Holy.
I switch around a lot. It's one of the reasons I like Nix. I can just switch by like changing a line in the config.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just went in real hard and like I like rewrote the whole config file from scratch pretty much. For Hyperland.
Ron, that's unfortunate.
Oof. Hey Rue, you want to see my trench broom map? Ain't it gorgeous? I got the camera entities in there. I made this like grate. Got the end of level things. Yeah, I got the little clip textures working. And what's more, it matches my it matches my little sketch, my little level sketch. See, look at this.
Oh, flashing lights.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. That's all I've ever wanted anybody to say to me. I think adding this GIF to my stream really enhanced it.
Oh, the sea bunny.
Yeah, I think the sea bunny adds a lot actually.
Mm-hmm. I don't have
Maybe
any
not as much as a horse, but
there.
you have this like Subway Surfer-esque game going on in the bottom left.
Yeah. It's like it's not brain rot per se, but and it's also
It's brain rot
showcasing the game.
adjacent.
Yeah. I know
Right.
the
It's
whole
good. It's good.
game is kind of brain rot adjacent. I
Beautiful.
could color key the sky out and put something else in the background if I really wanted to from the video. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. If I have this here and I do this,
What? Rue, you keep swapping between this different stream, and it keeps making me. I keep thinking it's two different people. Oh God.
now I don't know how I feel about the transparency on the gameplay video.
It's kind of sick.
Like good
It's
sick
it's kind of
or
dizzying.
see, hold on. I could I think I found the brain rot. This is the way that it was meant to be. I want to keep it this way.
The color keying worked so well.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's almost like exact pixel values are like really exact.
Yeah. It's just like a little bit of video compression that's just messing up the edges.
Can the game actually be like this cleared esque?
I probably could.
Dude,
But
why even bother making a background? There's no reason.
yeah. I probably could make the window transparent. I mean, I know I can, right? I could do that.
Hold on,
Uh,
is that a horse meme?
hold on, I'm cooking, right?
Okay, cook.
Yes.
Pop off king.
Hold on, wrong key. How can I?
Don't lie, Rue. I know you can believe this. Okay, I don't need you being like, I can't believe this. Is no. We all know you believe this.
Just make the size good.
Listen, this is what peak performance looks like. You may not like it, but this is what it is.
I could make the game like this as well, where it's just the horse gif in the background.
What if rotate is off? We head to the street. The VHS, we deactivate rotate.
Wait, RomDB,
And
I don't
start
I don't have
dialogue.
permission for the horse gif from you. What is
I'm
the message?
confused. Press.
It's fine to be confused though. Right, I'm scared because this function compiles, but I don't know if it will work, and I have to test it. Oh, actually, I don't even generate the data yet, but I can still see if it does the thing that I think it should be doing.
Okay. And then our shader has stretch. Okay. And then camera setup.
Didn't do the thing.
VHS has grip. VHS has the right the screen.
Oh, I'm confused. Yeah.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying like shader programming.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
I'm making okay. Bye, Rue. I'm gonna hop off here in a little bit anyway.
Yeah. Alright, have fun at the gym. See ya.
I'm making a YouTube tutorial on how I did the Ray marching thing. And I want it to be in the style of Bob Ross, but with shaders. I think I could do it.
Yeah. I actually would want to see that.
Right? I feel like Bob Ross for shaders seems like nice. A lot of shader tutorials go like show off a lot of math. And I don't think you need to know a lot of math to do shaders. It helps obviously, but like you just understand that this function makes a sphere or whatever. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, well, have a good one. Have a good sleep. I will keep going for I don't know how long, but we'll see. But thank you for hanging out.
Let me raid you.
Oh. The 3 hours passed by like so fast.
Yeah. It do that. Don't
Yeah.
it? They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
Ooh. Ay, ay. Hey. Thank you for the ride. No, it doesn't quite do the thing.
Alright. It was fun. We should do this again. We'll
Yep.
figure out a time and place.
Yes. Yep. Have good sleep though.
See you, dude.
Yep. Bye bye. I'm wondering why is this not working? I'm filling the area. It doesn't update the visuals, which is interesting. I'm discarding the octree area, but it just doesn't do the thing. Which is confusing. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm getting the descent info, I'm going to the branch, I'm pruning the branch, then nothing happens. which is very interesting. I do zero out the branches, I think. Or do I not? Do I not do that? No, I do. Maybe I'll just regenerate the branch and then everything is fine. That's possible. Very, very possible. What is the generate octree branch maybe? Yes. Okay. Need this. Have this for reference here. Or this actually might not be the function that I want. There's another function that's kind of similar, not the same. Let me actually go here and read this. No, this is the function that I want. How do I use this? Branch right location. Oh, that's that. It's fine. I see. I see what I'm doing here. Yeah, because I have to write on the previous branch. So I need to do another descent, maybe? This doesn't return anything, it just prunes the branch, and that's it. I could return the right location for the branch above, honestly. So I have the information in this function anyway. Yeah, then I could skip some work. I could do the same stuff here, I guess, as well. Let's see. Where do I modify this? Let's see. Function per branch. We do this. Yada yada yada. So I think we get the parent branch location in this first loop. We just get every location here. What the fuck? Change the visit. Okay, this is... I'm not gonna try and do that. I'll just copy the function that I used previously. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna copy that. I could probably make this into a function. That's fine. We do that. And go back to where we were writing. Paste this in. Solid our code. And do this. We first prune and then we do that. Prune and then descend. Oh, but I need to descend first here so I know the prune location. I need to descend again. Just fine. I could just assume the location, not really. I mean, because I need the right location. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do this twice. That's annoying. Do that. Don't care about this assert. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, I need to store that. That's there. And now we're compiling. I don't know if it's gonna work. And it doesn't. Wow. Amazing. Don't know what's going on. But I know that it doesn't work. I know that it doesn't work. That's something at least. See that we're actually entering the function, first of all. Yep, we are entering the function indeed. Let's start printing out the descent info. See if I get any clues from these. What? Does the prune do nothing? Or are we not supposed to use the root position as the position? It should be fine. Okay, let's just use the other position. Instead of doing this, I'm gonna do just plus max, I guess. I can do that. Plus nothing. I need to debug the actual prune branch function. What are we doing here? We get nothing. Huh? We get descent info 1 and then descent info 2, but then the pruning doesn't give us like any debug for some reason. Why? I'm not blind either. Okay, let's make sure that we enter the function. Oh, I'm missing block positions, but I'm supposed to pass in a voxel position here. Okay. That makes sense. Yes. Okay. But is this returning a block position, or am I supposed to do voxel positions for everything here? I guess so. I guess so. Oopsie. That is indeed what I'm supposed to do. Okay, yeah. At one point, I was thinking, oh, I should make like a type for a voxel position and then a block position, so I can't like try to pass them into the wrong places. I should have done that. I should have done that. But, you know, you live and you learn. Oh, are these sizes also supposed to be in voxels? I guess they should be. This is times 8. Yeah. We have descent info. And we want this to be times 8. And I can just... I'm gonna do it the other way around. Okay. Finally, yep, anyway. I feel like a surge of energy now that I realize what the issue is. That's awesome. A feeling of power. For this, I don't need to change anything. Will it just work now? Will it just work now, is the question. No, it modified something. Okay, what? not quite correct. Okay, so if I select this one block and I fill this with air, then we crash. Okay. What? That's interesting. Okay, where's the panic? 1420. We go here. Okay, so we said that we want the target branch size, which is too small. What do we give it? What did we give him? Did it overflow or something? Okay, let's print the target branch size. See. One? What do you mean one? Oh. What? Huh? Hold on. How is it ever one? I get these are gonna be 1, but then this is times 8, so it should be 888. I feel like I'm not gonna solve this stream, but that's fine. I can forge forward. That's that. And if I do this, 0, 0, 0. Oh, has to be +1 here. So the next power of 2 for 0 is 1. Okay, that's interesting. That's still wrong. Okay, that doesn't fail anymore, and we actually get rid of this. That's good. We're gonna get rid of that. This is very trippy. It goes to the wrong place, and it's the wrong size. Okay, what do we go to the wrong direction? So we start here, where we're supposed to be here. Okay. So run from here. This should be the max. Let's see. What's next? Oh, that's the bug. And now it goes there. Oh, which is also not correct. Very interesting. Huh? I take the min or the max and it's both wrong. That's interesting. At least it's remotely correct. We'll do that. Oh. That there. Okay. Branch root pause, and we don't have that. So just gonna do this. Not quite. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see what happens now. This is truly bespoke programming at this point, but we live for it sometimes. Okay, we get rid of that, which is, again, interesting. If I fill it with something, we do that. Okay. But if we need the min, and the min's here instead. What happens then? Yeah, no, it's still not correct. So, I feel like I actually need to understand this issue in order to solve this, which sucks. Need to understand, but I'm not in the... I don't know if I possess the energy levels to really dig through this and understand everything thoroughly. So, let me see if there's anything else on my to-do list. Yep. Busier curves are gonna be later. I need to do the fill optim first. Yeah. Well, I don't really have anything that I would want to do now. I'm gonna take a break from this. I'm gonna think about how I can like visualize this better and like work on this. And then solve it later. But let's see a thing. Let's see if we rate it or not. It is always the question at the end. Alright. I think I'll hop off without a raid. I'll do this meme. No, not that meme. This meme. You can find the stream at neuropedic.com/stream. You can find all the videos archived at neuropedic.com/stream/archive. And schedule, which is every Saturday at 6 a.m. Helsinki time. And, you know, I stream on other days as well, but Saturday is a guaranteed stream. But you can find the schedule at neuropathy.com/stream/schedule and the Discord server at neuropathy.com/stream/discord. It's there, you can join. I'll let you in. You need to roll. Not roll as in roll like a barrel, but roll as in a Discord roll. But yeah. I need to go eat and like start my day and stuff like that. Yeah. Have a good one. I'm gonna hop off and continue this project later. Bye bye.